Okay. All right, we good to go here, man. Let's run it back from the top. All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday afternoon/evening. Another edition of KnicksFanTV's Bleacher Report simulcast. CP the franchise on the solo dolo. Salute to Knicks Nation. On today's show, the Knicks are out for revenge over in Cleveland. Second night of a back-to-back, but it's a showdown with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to give you my keys to victory tonight, plus some injury updates. Next, Carmelo Anthony makes it to the Hall of Fame. We're going to put some respect on Carmelo's name. Hashtag Stay Mellow in the chat. And then these Kevin Durant rumors, man. Kevin Durant is constantly in the news, constantly rumors, trade. We're going to talk about this KD to the Knicks rumor and why it's absolutely ridiculous, man. So lock in, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Bleacher Report, salute. Facebook, salute. And YouTube, salute. Tyson TV says CP is working. Never not, man. We on the grind. Knicks and Cavs set to tip off at 7 o'clock. So let's get right into it, man. All right. Salute, man. I see the Rhyme Animal Chuck D in the chat. My franchise channel member Steven Gomez checking in from the 305. Salute. Hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday. Knicks down in Cleveland, man, or over in Cleveland, rather, after a win over the Philadelphia 76ers last night. Had a lot of bright spots, including OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, so on and so forth. But now is time to battle. Now is time to battle against the number one seed in the East, the Cleveland Cavaliers. So what will the Knicks have in store for the Cavs tonight? What will they have in store for the Cavs tonight? Well, Josh Hart met with the media yesterday to speak about this matchup. I want to talk about, Hart's comments and then react to it. And we're going to talk about this game, man. This is going to be a big game tonight. And I'm very much looking forward to it at 7 o'clock. I'm trying to find where it's at. Hang on. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. CP the franchise in the building. Trying to multitask here. I want to pull up these Hart comments and then talk about this game. All right, hang tight. Where's the Hart comments at? Josh Hart. Trying to pull it up here, man. Hang on. All right, while I look for that, let's talk about the injury report. Karl-Anthony Towns is back tonight. Rested last night against the Philadelphia 76ers. Mitchell Robinson, unfortunately, is out. And there was a lot made. There was a lot of people were making a big deal over it in terms of, why did Tibbs decide to hold these guys out? Why isn't Mitch playing tonight? Why did he play yesterday? I mean, look, I'm not going to, complain about the situation. I don't know what the method was to the madness in terms of how he wanted to stagger these guys. I think, the way that they're handling the Mitch situation and load management, I'm fine with it in terms of holding him out on back-to-backs. Keep him fresh. You don't want to put too much pressure on those ankles. So I'm okay with it. Lawrence Smith in the chat says they shouldn't see Mitch until the playoffs. Maybe that's a little gamesmanship, a little chess match, if you will. So I'm not going to be up in arms with him. Some fans were like, oh, man, what's going on? This, that, and the third. Yeah, I'm not going to look too far into that. Once again, the Knicks will be depleted from the guard spot. No Brunson, no Payne, no McBride. As we broke yesterday, Brunson is targeting Sunday's game against the Phoenix Suns for his return date. I haven't heard anything in regards to McBride and haven't heard anything in regards to campaign. So there's that. On the guard front for Cleveland side, they will be without Ty Jerome, who's nursing knee tendonitis. Maybe has the same issue that Towns has. But no Ty Jerome for Cleveland. Dean Wade is questionable with an illness, but Donovan Mitchell is slated to play. So the Knicks will have their hands full with Mitchell, Garland. You'll have Evan Mobley. You'll have Jared Allen as well to contend with. So, damn near full roster for the Cavs that the Knicks are going to have to deal with and be ready for tonight on the second half of a back-to-back. But here was Josh Hart on the matchup tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers and what he's expecting. Here was Josh Hart.
Go to Cleveland tomorrow. We know the narrative about how you guys have done against them, against Boston. It is late in the season. Is there anything in your mind to prove tomorrow night?
I don't know. We just got to go out there and compete. We got we're down. I don't know. No one knows what Cat's doing, but not sure if Mitch is going to play. Obviously, JB and Cam and them. Deuce, I don't think are going to be ready. And it's the second game of a back-to-back. So, we just got to go out there and compete. I think that's the biggest thing. Some games it's tough to put a lot of stock in. But this one, obviously, they're a heck of a team, the number one in the East for a reason. And they're going to come out. I think they haven't played in a couple of days, so they're going to have energy and attention to detail. So we just got to come out and try to match that energy and compete.
Yeah, no, I don't really like that, man. We got to come out there and compete. Man, we want to go out there and win. We want to whoop their ass. They whooped our ass twice. Well, not twice, but they whooped our ass in Cleveland by damn near 40 and beat us in our building. That's what I want to hear Josh Hart say. We are trying to go in there and to win, not just to compete and show up. Competing is baseline. And yes, it's a regular season. As he says, I do agree with him in that, you don't want to put too much stock into this game. But you do want to go out there and win. Every team should be going out there to compete. The Wizards want to go out there to compete. The Hornets want to go out there to compete. We want to win, man. So come on, Josh Hart, man. You a Warrior. You number 3, man. I've been defending you all year. We want to go out there to win. You the leader in the locker room. JB's out. He might not even make it to Cleveland. This is on you. You got to get the locker room together. Let's go out there and smack them in the mouth early. Because that's what the Knicks are going to have to do if they want to, quote-unquote, compete. They have to be the aggressors. And from the aggression, when we get into our keys to the game, if there's no Mitchell Robinson out there, you're going to have Karl Anthony Towns out there. They've got to be aggressive with Cleveland's ball handlers. That's Donovan Mitchell. That's Darius Garland. So the job here, I want to see this 2-on-2 battle with Delon Wright and Mikal Bridges against Mitchell and Garland. I don't know who's going to be guarding who, but I want to see these guys physical, getting through screens, and not allowing these guys to dictate the terms of the game. Because we all know by the time it gets down to Hart, by the time it gets down to Towns, as a back line of defense, we're cooked. So they have to do a good job of keeping these guys in front of them and not allowing them to get into a rhythm early in this game. So that's key number 1. Number 2, controlling the possessions. Once again, you got to control the possession, or at least try to. With no Mitch out there, we've got to be gang rebounding. Towns, Precious when he's out there, OG, Josh Hart. You've got Evan Mobley, you've got Jared Allen out there. You got to try to keep those guys off the boards. No second chance opportunities. Get after it on the offensive side as well. Give yourself some more chances to get shots up. That's what I want to see from Precious. Last night, one of my guys texted me, was like, yo, Precious looks like he's out to lunch today. We can't have that. Josh Hart talks about attention to detail. They've got to be locked in, man. Get after it on the boards. The three-point output is also going to be very interesting to see. I mean, Cleveland in their last win against the Clippers, they got a 45 threes. So can the Knicks match that or prevent them from knocking them down. They shot 33% from 3 in their win over the Clippers. Karl Anthony Towns. No Jalen Brunson out there. Yes, the dog has been hot. But Karl Anthony Towns, this has to be a game where he enforces his will. When we talk about the Knicks not winning big games, not winning against the elite teams, his presence is not really felt. Yes, he'll have some double-digit points, and he'll knock down a shot or two, but you really didn't feel his impact on these games. Tonight, we want Karl Anthony Towns to be a force tonight. Starts on the defensive end as well, because you don't want to get into tic-tac foul trouble guarding Jared Allen or even Evan Mobley or fouling one of the guards as they attack the basket, put pressure on the rim. Cleveland does a good job of that. Lawrence Smith says CP's in playoff mode. I'm hyped. It's April 2nd, man. Money time is coming. I don't even got my watch on. Let me put my watch on right now for the effect. Money time is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Lawrence, you already know what it is, man. It's April 2nd. It's almost time to put the war paint on and get ready. So I want to see a good effort from Karl Anthony Towns tonight. The dog has been feasting tonight, has been feasting all year, or last couple of games rather. Do that tonight. Let's get after it tonight. Make sure a guy like a Max Strus doesn't pop off tonight. Make sure DeAndre Hunter doesn't pop off tonight. Let him know that you are the dog. One of the hottest players in the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges, same way. Because in a lot of these big games, our big guys, our big dogs have been coming up small. That's just the reality. So Josh Hart talking about we just want to go out there and compete. Nah. We want to go in there and smack them in the mouth. Maybe he's trying to keep it PC and keep it 100 for the cameras and not give Cleveland any bulletin board material. But when you get in that visitor locker room with the Knicks, your pregame huddle, smack them in the mouth early. And then we have the battle of the benches. No Mitch tonight. Landry Shamet has been playing very well. Precious and Tyler. Is there enough scoring there from the bench? I mean, if you want to consider Delon Wright, we're going to need a couple double digits. This is all hands-on-deck situation. He's going 8 deep. So, you know what Cleveland has off their bench? I mean, DeAndre Hunter alone can outscore the entire Knicks bench. So, Precious, this has to be a game he's got to lock in. Landry Shamet, bring that 20 points with you from the Philly game. You got to bring that tonight. I'm not expecting more than 5 or so points from Tyler in his minutes. So the bulk of the bench scoring has to come down to Landry, Precious, and Delon Wright as a starting point guard is going to have to chip in. It's going to be all hands on deck. This is a very good offense. Even though they have not been playing their best ball in their last 10 games, Cleveland. I believe they're like 5-5 in their last 10 games. So that's what I want to see. What do you guys think of the chat, man? Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy CP the Franchise on the pregame live Bleacher Report simulcast. Charlie Knicks, welcome to the Franchise channel members. Welcome, Charlie Knicks. Ty73 says, this is a show me game for Cat OG McCall. If they play soft tonight, then this whole thing was a joke. Well, see, again, he's ready to, put a blanket over the entire season. No. The whole thing, what do you mean the whole thing? The whole season? But I do agree with you. I do agree with you that these guys need to show up. It's a big game. Who else? Well, salute to our franchise channel members. Will Latimer in here. Salute to Will. Omar Shalaby. Yo, Ed, how you feeling? Ed, wise guy, I see you. Fabian always in here. D Cannon 93, I see you in here. So, those are some of the things that we want to see tonight. And somebody on Facebook said they have no issues with what Hart said. We want to win. All 30 teams in the NBA want to go out there and compete. We want to win. So let's go, man. It's go time tonight, man. It's go time. All right, what else we got here before we move along on the program? My Atlanta folks, once again, Atlanta. This Saturday, we will be down in Atlanta, man. The pregame meetups are back, and we are going to be at Hudson Grill, 120 Marietta Street, right across the street from State Farm Arena, 12 p.m., so make sure you meet us there, man. Get your tickets. It's all free. Just RSVP so we give the restaurant a proper head count. Tickets are already going, so we're expecting a big, big crowd of New York Knicks fans taking over Atlanta at the Hudson Grill, 120 Marietta Street. So that's this Saturday. Get your tickets at KnicksFanTV.com or KFTVmeetup.com. Yo, C Boogie says, I will be there. See, Boogie, I think we met at the last one, right? The last one we were at was... The last one we were at was playoffs. Almost like 4 years ago today was the last time we were in the A. Long overdue. We've been long overdue for a return trip to Atlanta. So, very much looking forward to that one, man. Make sure you guys come out and support us. It's going to be a good time. And always good to be down in the A. All right, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up on the Free Boys, CP the franchise, on the Solo Dolo Bleacher Report simulcast. Salute to Hakeem the Dream, $5 super chat says, the beat player on the Knicks is OG. The best player, I think he's saying. It's being revealed. Cat and Brunson are good players, but are quite frankly soft and are defensive liabilities. Okay. We'll see, man. We'll see if the dog is built for it tonight. Yes, those guys are defensive liabilities, but you can't deny their offensive arsenal. Those are our guys. Those are our all-stars, our pace setters for a reason. But I agree with you. I want to see a big game from OG tonight. His swag has been on a million, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Virginia Trucker's in the building. Oh, Virginia Trucker, Keith Coleman. How you doing, Keith? Salute to you, man. Keith, are you on the road? Where you at right now in the country? Yeah, did he say Brunson was soft? Hakeem the Dream? No, Brunson's not soft, man. Brunson's definitely not soft. Could he be a defensive liability? Sure. But soft, no. Far from it. And the captain is targeting Sunday to come back, seek, and destroy. So we're very much looking forward to that. Okay, what else we got on the docket here? Congratulations to number 7, Carmelo Anthony, man, being named to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Incredible feat by Carmelo. First ballot Hall of Famer. 10-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA. NBA scoring championship, finished 3rd in MVP as a member of the New York Knicks. All-rookie first team. 10th all-time in NBA scoring, NBA top 75, 3 Olympic gold medals, and an NBA champion. Congratulations to Carmelo. Throw number 7 in the chat, said salute him. And hey, man, if you look right behind me, right there, right next to the dunk, that's my guy. One of my favorite basketball players of all time, without question, is Carmelo Anthony, man. Watched this whole career. And look, people want to downplay it and this and that, and he didn't win, he didn't do that. One of the best scorers I've ever seen in my life. Probably the best. And this is when it started for me, man. From the McDonald's All-American game, straight through Syracuse, I seen this man carry his team straight through the NCAA tournament looking like a man against boys. Dominating. I said, oh, no, this guy's a superstar. And they won the championship that year. One and done. See you later. Went to the Denver Nuggets, took his team to the playoffs in his rookie year. So, the naysayers are going to say, oh, he didn't win and this, he didn't pass and all that. Look, your opinions are fair. But when it comes to getting buckets, one of the best I've ever seen. Probably in my whole lifetime, the entire journey, probably the best I've ever seen when it comes to scoring. And I thought he was a little unfairly compared to LeBron in that era. The two of them coming in at the same time and kind of being friends/rivals. I wasn't really feeling that, but it is what it is. LeBron's a different player. LeBron is arguably the GOAT or one of the GOATs. Carmelo was a scorer. Oh, this one was by the Knicks. Remember the 50-piece against Miami?
Anthony off to a good start. He's nailed a couple. He is feeling
buckets.
Anthony knocks down a three, and Carmelo Anthony is off to
buckets.
A red-hot start here, early 3 for 3.
Carmelo is in a
that rip through, filthy. Here's a three for you. Oh, let's go.
And Carmelo Anthony is not missed.
Oh, Shane Battier, have some. Yeah, he should give him fits.
He hit that one with one on the shot clock. Kick it to Anthony.
Quick trigger. Three to the dome.
Carmelo Anthony just continues to knock down jump shots.
Jumpers, straight jumpers, 50 points.
Anthony, the turnaround jump shot, and he's now done it from every angle, from every position out there.
Yeah. Let's go.
Carmelo outside, ready, fires and hits.
Mid-range.
Anthony may be near that career high with 4 seconds. With 3 on the shot clock. Anthony knocks it down just as time had expired on the shot clock.
Yeah, salute to the Knicks for that edit. My man was a beast. Shout out to Carmelo, man. Great career, outstanding career. And no question, the first ballot Hall of Famer. It's not even a question. You could argue wins, losses, all that. Not even a question. And you also got to remember that, the Hoops Hall of Fame encompasses your entire basketball career. And hey, whether you want to disagree, hey, take it from his peers. Because I've seen him go toe-to-toe with Kobe, with LeBron. Paul Pierce said he was the hardest to guard. Take it from his peers. The respect that he gets from the people that are out there doing it and trying to stop him. Unstoppable. And hey, we tried it, man. And you look, even when they gutted the team and they brought him here, they still made the playoffs 3 years in a row. 54-win Knicks tape team with Woodson. They finally put the right pieces around him. What happened? He finished third in the league in MVP voting. The Pacers series definitely didn't go the way we wanted it to, especially when we beat the Heat several times that year. But I'm going with him. Absolute animal. So congratulations to Carmelo Anthony, man. Time flies. Time absolutely flies, man. But yeah, he definitely earned it and deserves the accolade. So salute to Melo on a job well done. Okay, now let's get to the KD stuff, man. Let's talk about KD stuff. So obviously, Phoenix is going to hell in a handbasket. They're not doing anything. And their investment in their big three has gone south since they traded for Kevin Durant. Now, every year they speculate, is he on the move again? Is he on the move again? Is he happy, not happy? So here was Shams on the Pat McAfee show on the future of the Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant. Here we go.
And from a whole holistic perspective, there's going to be changes coming to Phoenix, barring a miracle finish to the year. There's going to be a lot that they're going to have to look at to evaluate throughout the organization. But from a roster perspective, that's going to start with Kevin Durant and potentially finding him a new home. Unlike at the trade deadline when he was almost traded to the Warriors, the Suns, Kevin Durant. they would work together on any trade. But I can tell you guys this. Back at the NBA trade deadline, there were a list of teams that there was mutual interest with Kevin Durant and those teams, from my understanding. And that's Minnesota, that's New York, that's Houston, San Antonio, Miami.
Okay.
Those are the types of teams, from my understanding, that had interest then, and I expect them all to be in the mix this offseason.
Okay. That was some Shams. Said the Knicks, there was interest on both sides at the trade deadline. He expects that to be in the offseason. So what do you guys think? Do you want to see the Knicks go after KD? Is there a certain bar that you're looking for in terms of this Knicks performance in the playoffs that would swing your opinion yes or no? Is it a steadfast yes? Is it a steadfast no? Is it depends on how we do in the playoffs? Do you guys want KD? Now, my opinion on this is, first off, whenever we talk about these things, especially going forward after the Knicks have already made their moves, we have to think about salaries. Right? You always have to match up salaries. You can't get into the 2K trade scenarios. Okay, so you have to match up salaries. So let's do a little salary cap exercise here. And I'm on capsheets.com, on guy Yossi Goslin's site. Kevin Durant's making about $54 million going into next season. So in order to add that up and aggregate to get him, look at the salaries on the Knicks. Brunson's not going anywhere. Towns is not going anywhere. So are you going to put Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart in a deal for a 37-year-old KD, who then you got to pay afterwards? Are you going to try to trade Towns and Precious Deuce for KD? And that's it. We're like, what are we talking about aggregating contracts here? Are you trading a red-hot OG Anunoby in a package? Let's say OG and Mitch for KD? Those are the type of packages that you have to put together to try to get a Kevin Durant from Phoenix. Most likely, some sort of combinations. Makes no sense. Am I refuting the report? No. I mean, look, any team should be interested in talking. But then when you look at it from a dollars and cents standpoint, you have to deplete your depth even more and then sign him to a longer-term deal. He's 37. He's played 65 games so far, continues to get hurt, calf here, ankle here, this, that, and the third. Once upon a time, a deal for KD made a lot of sense for the Knicks. Hell, before they went and got Karl Anthony Towns, I say this all the time. People threw tomatoes at me. I said, hey, package Julius up and try to get KD over here. I said that last offseason. That was before they went out there and got Towns and got Mikal Bridges. I was like, yo, go get KD. Forget this Julius experiment. We ain't winning nothing with him. Go get KD here. But now it doesn't make any sense. And now this is just a name filling up the news wire for the sake of conversation. This is a conversation exercise that we're talking about here with KD. Now, we talking about Devin Booker, that's a different story. But the KD thing, that ship has sailed, man. It sailed. It sailed when him and Kyrie ran from the smoke, ran from the pressure, ran to Brooklyn, and you see what that karma brought to them. You see what that brought to them. They ran again. They tipped out of there again. Not ran because Kyrie got traded for, but, I mean, it all went up in flames for those guys. So, yeah, I think, the ship has sailed, man. I think it has sailed. What do I think the Knicks need? I think they need to add to their depth. They need a wing. Can Pacome Dadier develop into that wing that they need? They need bench help. We talked about it on the salary cap show with Yossi Goslin with the taxpayer mid-level with about $5-6 million to play with. Can they get somebody or a vet, another different type of vet? Depending on how the market shakes out, can they get lucky and get a veteran wing who can help contribute? Or does Pacome Dadier take another step up in year 2? He's very important to this conversation in terms of the Knicks and being a contender. They also need to find the heir apparent to Josh Hart. They need a legit 2 guard. I think they need a legit 2 guard. So those are 2 things I'm looking for. A 2, a 3, somebody for the bench, and some more chemistry. Eddie says no need to go down the vets route. Well, I mean, you're going to have to round out your rotation. So they're going to have vet minimum contracts to dole out. So they're going to go get vets. They just need a little bit more size, a little bit more versatility. And wings are hard to come by. Hey, is like a Taurean Prince available? Yeah, DL212. The kids have to hopefully develop into rotation pieces. That's right. You know, they'll have a second round pick in this draft. Can they find a plug and play ready diamond in the rough? That's what you're looking for right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how, with the second apron and teams trying to navigate that, how does that impact the market for free agents? Like, remember a couple of years ago when Kelly Oubre had no market for him, had to sign him vet minimum with the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks need that type of luck. And some more chemistry. So, yeah, I'm off the whole KD thing, man. I'm off the whole KD thing. Forget about that, man. Ty says, whoever we draft ain't playing. That's very interesting when you hear the comments from a Quentin Grimes, who was starting at points and playing a pivotal role in the Knicks playoff run. You guys paint your own scenarios when it comes to this, who's playing and who's not playing. If you're ready to play, you're going to get playing time. If you're ready to contribute to winning, you're going to get playing time. If you play defense, you're going to get playing time. Go ask Quentin Grimes about his experience here. He met with the media yesterday. You guys can look it up. I played the tape yesterday. Unless he's completely making that up. But yeah, I'm off the whole KD thing, man. Y'all can forget that. But let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. All right, so we got an early game, 7 o'clock game tonight. Knicks versus Cavs. What are you guys thinking about that? Let's get this W. I gave my keys to victory tonight. And let's hope that these guys show up. You know, let's hope they show up, man. Want to shout out one of my sponsors of the night, man. Shout out to Skims, fellas. Check out Skims, the official underwear partner for KnicksFanTV, as well as the NBA. Unfortunately, they do sponsor Donovan Mitchell. They need to sponsor some Knicks. They sponsor Donovan. They sponsor SGA and a couple others in the NBA. But, hey, they do sponsor KnicksFanTV. And check out the 5-inch boxer briefs, man. Check out the 5-inch boxer briefs. Excellent material. Quality material, long-lasting, and hey, you know what? It's very versatile, man. Whether you guys are athletic, you guys are hoopers, you guys like workout gear, to go work out in. I like the boxer briefs because they don't like ride up on you. They're not uncomfortable. They are very comfortable, and they're smooth, man. So check out the men's collection. They also have a women's collection. This is Kim Kardashian's brand hair Skims. And make a purchase, man. Once you make a purchase, they will send you a post-purchase survey to your email. And they're going to ask you, how did you find out about Skims? And you let them know, CP the Franchise. You click on podcast, and then you click on KnicksFanTV. All right, so shout out to our guys at Skims for sponsoring today's show. And here I'm showing you, it's not just underwear. They have a ton of athletic wear, hoodies, sweatshirts, you name it, man. Loungewear, athletic wear. So shout out to Skims. Skims.com. Make a purchase and let them know CP the Franchise sent you. James Baker, I see you in the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Okay, so after this show, we're going to run back the Game of the Week preview, which should be probably starting at 6 p.m. And then that'll take you up to the play-by-play show with CK2K, and then we'll be back for post-game live. So do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you guys are tapping in with the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other super chats. Shout out to Do Things, franchise channel member. Says, CP, I can't stop laughing at Tone's Cody Glock impression. You and Tone had me dying. I keep replaying it in my head, playing phone via Discord. Yeah, that was just one of those nights, man. You know, you don't get that nowhere else. But shout out to Tone, shout out to Cody Glock. Maybe we'll hear from the Glocks there tonight. One of those weird, glitches in the Discord. We heard from every caller, but for some reason, Cody Glock couldn't get through. You know? What else? Oh, definitely shout out. You know, the Knicks posted my guy on their social channel. Shout out to our guy, Christopher Abbott. He was rocking the New York versus the World snapback last night at the game. And there you go. Shout out to Christopher Abbott, man. He DM'd me last night. He's a big fan of the show. And he's going to get the Discord cracking. But yeah, you can catch Christopher Abbott, man. Somebody said they love the Wolfman. Yeah, he was in the Wolfman, a couple other shows. So he's an act on the rise, man. And he's one of us. A diehard Knicks fan and a KFTV fan. So shout out to Christopher Abbott, man. All right. So we'll see you guys later, man. And everybody enjoy the rest of the evening. Let's go Knicks. Let's go get a win tonight, man. We'll talk about it after postgame highlights, analysis, caller reactions. We out of here, man. Peace.